Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your man Primetime, and you already know you on Primetime Talk TV. And yeah, I'm back at you with another good video, and you already know the routine. Once you enter my house, wipe your feet off, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos like these.
For Primetime.
To this day. Oh man, let's go ahead and jump on into this video, shall we? Man, the Lomachenko versus Devin Haney, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. It is over, it is done, and the numbers is in. And guess who won? And still, yeah, that's how that sound came out. And still, your undisputed lightweight champion of the world, the Dream, Devin Haney. Like I told y'all. But, you know, man, it's a lot of people upset right now. You know, a lot of people that were pulling for Loma to win is heated. They is pissed. They are mad. They are upset. They are screaming robbery. But even when Lomachenko had a close fight against my man Jermaine Ortiz not too long ago, it was a very, very close fight. Won't nobody screaming robbery for Ortiz. Won't nobody screaming robbery about that fight. Even though some people said Jermaine Ortiz won that fight. So, would it be safe to say this is the second close fight for Lomachenko? Yeah, it would be. It would be safe to say that, you know, and I understand, you know, he fought a very good fight, Like I said, it was going to be a 12-round war, and it was, you know, and hey, Loma got, honestly, some of the best power shots off, I would say. Devin Haney got some good power shots off, I would say. But I would say the difference maker of it all, when you boil it all down, them body shots. Them body shots are what a lot of fans and a lot of people avoid counting. Because, you know, rightly so, a casual fan is only looking at the shots going to the head. They ain't counting the shots that go to the body and the ribs. And Devin Haney invested on that body. So yeah, rightly so, Lomachenko got a lot of the head shots off. But if you look at the balance and the totality of all of it, Devin Haney got the most of it. And I say by a slim margin. I'm not saying that either fighter pulled away. And I wouldn't even say this fight was a unanimous decision fight. I would say this fight would have been a majority decision. Maybe even a split decision. Still to the champion, Heavy Haney. That's what I call him, that Heavy Haney. Because boy, he was throwing some heavy shots in there, for real. Lomachenko was too. He was throwing some good shots as well. And I mean, it was everything I thought it was going to be. It was going to be a war, back and forth war. Kind of like how you seeing some of these NBA playoff games here lately. They be going back and forth, you know? And boy, I tell you though, you know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of people coming out, voicing their opinion, saying how they feel and who won and who lost, this, that, and the third. Man, you know, look, even Tony Harrison, he chimed in, you know. He said all judges for the same guy, they all saw the same fight tonight, you know. But, I mean, it was rough seeing Vasiliy Lomachenko breaking down in tears backstage after his unanimous decision defeat to Devin Haney, you know. And, you know, he felt like he did more to win get it. You know, no fighter feels as though they lost, you know, when getting a decision handed to them like that. And even Ryan Garcia chimed in and said, you know, this is what hurts boxing. Loma should have won. I don't get it. I was there. Loma was landing the cleaner shots and finished the fight strong. But see, I can take what Ryan Garcia said, but then on the other hand, these are kind of like remarks from fighters that actually want what Devin Haney has, but don't want to go through the fire to get it. They don't want to fight Devin Haney. You know, Ryan Garcia turned down Devin Haney. You know, Gervonta Tank Davis turned down Devin Haney. You know, because he was the mandatory for the WBA belt. A lot of people don't know that. And he still is the mandatory. You can look this up. This is public knowledge. Public knowledge. Gervonta Tank Davis has always been the WBA mandatory for Devin Haney since he had these undisputed titles, since taking them from Cambosis. So how long has that been? That's been 2 years. 2 years he's been this mandatory. And you know what? Gervonta Tank won't put in no mandatory for that. Now, you know, of course, everybody says, you know, oh, Loma old and yada, yada, yada. But now listen. Before the fight, they were saying, oh, he's old. And why Devin Haney fighting him? He needs to fight Shakur. He needs to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. But then when he fights Loma and Loma performs well and above what people thought he was going to do, now it's a robbery. Now he's not an old man. Now Devin Haney is the culprit. You know, people booing, throwing stuff in the ring, you know. Wow. But, I mean, that's how it go. That's how it go. When you take over the throne of Mayweather and start getting titles and staying undefeated and beating cats like that and wearing your little jewelry and stuff, you gonna get hated on, my brother. You will be hated on. Trust me. Ask Andy Ruiz. He understands all too well now. Got his exes messing his phone and hacking his phone and making tweets and stuff. So we all know too well that once you get where you're supposed to get in life, some people are just not gonna like it. And even Shakur Stevenson stepped in the ring, you know, and he said, hey, you know, let's make it happen, you know. And Devin Haney stepped to him and said, you know, I'm number one. And Shakur said, for right now. So, you know, these two are on a collision course to fight each other, for real, for real. And I do believe maybe even Gervonta Tank Davis is on a collision course to fight. We will see who fights first. But Bill Haney made a message while Bob Arum was sitting on the stage with him, and, you know, they made a remark about Shakur Stevenson getting in the ring with Devin Haney. And Bill Haney said, my phone ain't run. Bob hasn't called me about Shakur. So, you know, that lets you know that, you know, each fighter has their own treatment. Each fighter has their own level that they're going to go on, and their managers and promoters are going to take them on that path that may not include a Devin Haney fight just yet. It may be 1 or 2, 3 fights before we even see a Devin Haney versus a Shakur Stevenson. Hey, and then maybe not. Maybe it'll be out the blue, just like we saw Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis. We can see that same thing, you know. Never know. And even Brian Custer, he posted and said, I thought Vasiliy Lomachenko turned back the clock and won that fight. What y'all think? Regis Progress, he even came out and said, Loma won. Clarissa Shields, the GOAT, the champion. She said the speed, the IQ, both fighters are in insane shape. Loma with great volume, but Haney great defense. I've seen Haney figure out everything except He need to throw that lead hook, or Loma can beat him to the back door. So, and Shakur Stevenson on Devin Haney, UD, Vasiliy Lomachenko should be undisputed champion. He won that fight. Then Regis Progress, he said Loma won, but then, before that he said Loma looking tired in the corner. So, I look at it like this. The people that don't believe Haney won, they never liked Haney from the beginning with. And that's just being real. It's so many people that do not like Devin Haney. And I'm going to be honest with you on this channel. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to keep it 1,000,000,000% real with you. I'm going to tell you the truth of why people don't like Devin Haney. They don't like Devin Haney because of his father. They don't like Devin Haney and his father because they scream Allah, because they are Muslims. They are kind of like the small epitome of what Muhammad Ali was. Muhammad Ali, when he was Cassius Clay, people loved him and adored him. But then when he came in as Muhammad Ali, they despised and hated him. Now, all these new people, they act like they love Muhammad Ali now. But when he changed his name and he changed his game into the Muslim part of the world and the religion and the spirituality, then boy, it came duality. Everybody hated him. Everybody, because you think about it, back in them times that Malcolm X and all this and that, hey, that was a whole nother height of racism. And still to this day, that same underlying hatred still falls towards that Muslim stuff. Because think about this, why do people hate Devin Haney? Why? Ask yourself a real question there. Don't give me that pity pat stuff of what you are regurgitating about what other people say. Oh, he's pillow fisted, he can't knock no one out. You don't say that about all the other 100 fighters that's going on out here that don't knock nobody out. Look at your boy Valdez last night. He fought on the undercard of Devin Haney. And Shakur Stevenson waxed him not too long ago. But he was the best thing since Kool-Aid and Gatorade with Canelo and Eddie Reynoso. But now he's dropped all the way down to Nozo. So, I get it. I get it, but here on this channel, I gotta break it down for you. I gotta give you the psychological input that a lot of people don't think about when they doing all this hate baiting and baiting, hating, whatever else you want to call it. But it's all good though. But it don't change the fact that honestly, I would love to see a rematch. I would love to see Devin Haney versus Lomachenko 2. Straight up. Real talk. I would like to see that. Because I would like to see what would they do going against each other twice. Fight definitely sparked some controversy. I'm sure it did good on the numbers and the ranking and everything else. So why not? Let's see that. Let's see this new fight. Let's see these guys do this fight part 2. Run it back. Loma deserves that. He earned that. But hey, it's all good and dandy. I don't know what else is out there for a Devin Haney to fight. Who's next for Devin Haney? But I will say this much. It was a good fight. It was a war. And I don't think that it should have been a unanimous decision. I do think, like I said, it should have been a majority or a split decision. But I still would have gave the edge to a Devin Haney. Sorry. I understand. I watched the same fight. I watched it twice. I had to because it just was craziness. It was anxiety watching it the first time. The second time I got a chance to slow things down and watch things that I saw before that I didn't see. Lomachenko missed. He threw more shots, but he missed more shots. Devin Haney was more elusive. Now, he did get hit with some very good shots from Lomachenko. But, you know, like I said, that body investment edged it out with me. That's just me. You know, hey, I mean, everybody else see something else. Hey, that's you. Your own eyes are our own, you know, own skull and head. So we can only see what we want to see. You know, you see what you see, I see what I see. But I will tell you this much. Lomachenko showed y'all how good he is. And stepping up to a fight like this, it was very, very even. It wasn't, oh, Devin Haney is all this big fighter and all this and that. He didn't look all that big, did he? Told y'all. So, you know, a lot of times people just got to stop going off of what other people saying, and they just got to start thinking for themselves and seeing for themselves and understanding things and breaking it down for themselves instead of trying to allow somebody else to break it down for you. Now, it's okay to get both sides of the coin, but just don't get one side. Don't get that one-sided story. Come on now. You better than that. We better than that as a people. You know, you already know if somebody give you one side of it, it's always another side to the story. Always another side to the story. But I will tell you this much. You know, I respect both fighters. Top Rank put on a very, very good fight. Nico Walsh, Muhammad Ali grandson, got handed his first draw. So that was different on the undercard. And like I said, Oscar Valdez, he was on undercard. Nakatani, he did his thing against Maloney and showed everybody who he is in the division, the bantamweight, and won him a title up in there. So, hey, it was a good night. It really was a good night, y'all. I can't complain. I can't say enough on how good it really was, y'all, you know. And your boy Fernando Vargas, oh man, that body shot that he hit your boy with, good God, woo, crazy. And Abdullah Mason, hey, he put on a clinic against that boy Lyons, didn't shut him down. So, and you know, look, like I said, the whole card, the whole night, I enjoyed myself. I really did. And I know a lot of people didn't like the decision, you know, because they were hoping Loma were going to win. But I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I told y'all he won't going to beat Devin Haney now. It was a good close fight like I thought it was, because when I seen Devin Haney push Lomachenko, I knew right then and there. Me and a few other people had talked that night, and I was letting them know, you know, don't wake up no sleeping bear. And that's what Devin Haney did. He woke up that sleeping Lomachenko. At first, Lomachenko all on the stage, relaxed, had a hand behind his back. If Devin Haney had to let that joint just ride like that, I believe it would have been a different fight. I believe Devin Haney probably would have got a TKO. But when you push somebody, what you do is you wake up something else inside of them. They may have been at a level 2, but when you push somebody and you wake them up and you antagonize them, they might have been on a 2. Now he's on a 10. Because see, now he's thinking about his pride, he thinking about his family, he thinking about embarrassment, he thinking about what you just did to him in front of TV. So now he want to shock the world. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, you know, as always, look at Lomachenko's face. Look at Devin Haney's face. They both been in a war, but Lomo's face look a whole lot worse. Real talk, you know. So, I mean, you know, that don't really mean too much. I know how it go, but I'm just saying it's just extra evidence to show you the totality of all of it. You know, Devin Haney invested not just in the body, but in the face as well, because it shows that Devin Haney was in a war with Lomachenko, and Lomachenko's face looks like he was in a war with Devin Haney. So anyway, with that being said, that's all I got for you in this video. You already know the routine when you leave my house. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos here on Primetime Talk TV. And I'm on social media everywhere. Definitely go to the website PrimetimeTalkTV.com and copy you some merch. All right, y'all. Peace, love. I'm out till next time.